who's with the gun. We couldn't do these clinics without him. They're unbelievable.
Thanks very much. Thank you. Thank you. So this is going to be. Hopefully, this is fun. It's helpful to you. As Coach just said, shooting has been a big part. Teaching shooting, understanding shooting, educating myself about shooting, my players about shooting, has been the thing that's probably been number one in what I've done all the way. As he told you, I coached. If you don't know my history, I was a high school coach, a head coach. Then at the age of 23, I was a junior college coach for 4 years. At the age of 25 to 29, I was NAIA coach and Division III for 1 year. Jeff Van Gundy being my last recruit at Nazareth, but then I left. Lemoyne Division II for 9 years, and then 4 levels of Division I. Canisius for 5 years, Richmond for 5 years, West Virginia for 5 years, and Michigan for 12. And then the NBA for 1. So in those 45 years, I think there was one consistent thing, well, 2. I evolved all the time, changed all the time. There was times that we were man and zone. There was times we were all zone. There was times we were all man. There was times we ran the flex. There was times we didn't even come close to anything like that. But we changed. That was the one constant. And then the other constant was I think we worked at shooting every day at game speed for the first, after we got warmed up, for the first 30 minutes of practice. We always felt we went into defensive drills and we weren't like laser ready shooting. You know, when you're doing a shell drill and you're getting in, the guy misses a shot, you get the rebound, you feel real good. If the dude makes the shot, you think your defense stinks. So I always wanted us to be dialed in offensively before the second half hour was all defense. So we would go with a warm-up of shooting and then game speed. There was never a shooting drill, probably in the last 25 years, that wasn't timed, scored, I'm not talking about on a piece of paper, in everybody's mind, and a reward or a penalty. Not one drill. Everything had a consequence on every single drill. And it could be, if you lose the game, you jog a half court and back. If you win the game, you just stand there. And I know who won and who lost. And it always be, and I'm going to show you some of those things today. But I'm going to talk to you first about this, right? This is a new rendition of it. See that beeline right here? But this was a ball that when I was a high school coach, I was a very bad shooter, very bad. I had no training in it. So here's the story. So I played 4 years of college basketball, never started a game for 120 games. And I realized why my coach didn't play me, because he wanted to win. He really wanted to win. So I didn't play very much, couldn't shoot, I could see and pass, but I then become a college coach, and I take this interest in shooting. But what really propelled us is that I get the job at Lemoyne College. I have the camps, and I have 4 children at home making $20,000. Jim Boeheim is next door to me at Syracuse, Lemoyne College in Syracuse, and he's getting 500 campers a week at like $300 a camper. And we have a camp that gets about 85 kids in it. So I said, how am I going to make this different? How can I compete with that to get the kids in that area of central New York? So I said, I got it. I'm going to have a 5-day shooting camp. And I'm going to do everything that I know and teach these kids how to shoot. At the same time, I got 4 kids, their ages of 10 to 1. And that Christmas, from the first camp, I bought a video recorder. And it was all about having it for Christmas. And I wanted to capture the moments of these kids. But when I said, how am I going to get to shooting camp? I guaranteed every kid I would videotape his shot so that if he came to my camp. And as a result, there I was. The first year, there's 100 kids. And every kid, I don't care how small they were, I would have them slow down. We had a week of teaching them shooting, and then I'd show them this clip, 5 or 6 shots, then go over it in slow motion with him, next, next, next. All of a sudden, the camp had 100, 150. Then it had 200. Then it had 300. Then it had 400. And all of a sudden now, I was being paid $20,000 to coach, but I was making $25,000 on my camp. So necessity is the mother of invention. But I did it for survival, to feed the kids, to give them a life like that, a better life. But what happened by videotaping a 6-year-old, an 8-year-old, a 16-year-old, and slowing it down, it taught me a process for teaching shooting that we carried on to every level. Because there is a process to it. And I'm going to show you a little bit about the process and what I've come up with. The last 2 years, fortunate enough to have time with the Detroit Pistons to take 1,500 of our three-point shots and grade them on footwork. And by doing that, I came up with a system of what people do in shooting that's successful in that, and there's always outliers. You know, people shoot it different. How Steph Curry shoots the ball is not necessarily the way to shoot a ball, where he flicks it out like this and he's on his toes. But that takes years of work for him to do that. But if you're teaching shooting, you want to get shooters. I have a theory. You can make a bad shooter average. You can make an average shooter good. You make a good shooter great. And you can do this. Very rarely does a bad shooter or a non-shooter become a great shooter. But I told a few coaches today, Danny Marley, the great coach player for Miami and the Phoenix Suns, never shot threes at Central Michigan. Never. He was a center. And yet he's one of the greatest NBA three-point shooters at all. Terry Mills, a Detroit guy, played with the Fab Five, never shot a three at Michigan. At one span, he made 16 threes in a row, still the record in the NBA. 16 threes in a row over 5 or 6 games. So it can get better. So with that in mind, I used to take the ball and draw a line around it, because I always thought, you ever hear that? Bill Rafferty, oh, Nate, great shot, great rotation. And I noticed that when guys had good rotation, the ball went in more and more. So I used to put a magic marker. Then when I got to be at West Virginia, or Richmond, I don't know, and we had to have some relationships with The Rock, I said, I want you guys to consider doing a ball for me. They came up with the idea of beeline on it. And we're going to shoot with it and see if we can get this done and pass with it, do everything with it. So I've had it for 10 years, no, more than that. I've had it for 15 years. I never market it. I never do anything. KBA Sports sells it. We're almost out of basketballs. I think we only have 150 left. And this isn't an infomercial for this. This is just, we had 12 on the rack. Every shooting drill Duncan Robinson did, Tim Hardaway did, Jordan Poole did, Mo Wagner did. They shot with this ball, which is the exact same weight of the regular ball that we used. And I got to believe it made a big difference in what we did, and because you see it all the time. So let me talk to you about this. So when you shoot a basketball, I'm going to tell you about the top and the bottom, and they sort of come together at the same time. When somebody shoots a basketball and they grab it, one of the first things that you should always do is move your hands. I don't believe in, you got to get your hand, catch it here. Everybody take your hand and bend it all the way back. Do you feel the stress in your wrist? Now loosen it and bring it back. You have to have some flexibility. It would be like a pitcher winding up, stopping, and then throwing the ball instead of flowing, thumb under, boom. So you need movement in your hands right away. So when you catch a basketball, if you catch it like this, you immediately are finding the seams. I call it read the map. We all remember I'm a history teacher. I was the most overpaid history teacher, or seventh grade teacher in the world when I was coaching, when I was back at Michigan and famous. But it's supposed to be a joke. But I was, because that's all I am, is a history teacher. And so when they had maps, topographical maps, you could feel the mountains. You couldn't even have to see it. It's like reading Braille. This is like reading Braille. When you get the ball and you catch it, you got to be moving your hands into that position. 3 reasons, right? If you move your hands, you're going to find the middle of the ball every time. You watch the great shooters. They may dip it sometimes, but they're finding the middle of the ball. So if you find the middle of the ball, you have a chance for the ball to go accurate. If you grab a football on the side or a basketball and shoot it from on the side, it ain't going to happen. And I think that if you are here or here, it's a difference. But if you got 2 fingers in the middle somewhere, 2 fingers in the middle, doesn't have to be like that. 2 fingers in the middle, now you're centered the ball. So you find the center, you'll be more accurate. Number 2, it relaxes the wrist. As soon as you move your hands, bang, bang, as soon as you move your hands, your wrist is relaxed, the drill I just showed you. And now you have a floppy wrist so you can follow through. And the last thing, by finding the seams, it allows you to put a bite on the ball so that if it hits the rim, it's got better spin, more chance of going in. Make sense? So those 3 reasons, every catch that you make, right, you're doing that. How do you get this done? You insist on it. We would have days in practice where we're doing stations. We did stations all the time, Michigan and everything, where we got a station where guys are just spinning the ball like that, and by the time they got to there, they got their hands right, not looking at the ball. Throwing it like this to them. Watch me. Bang, bang. I found the middle. I found the middle. Just these type of things over and over again, right, to find the middle. It's so simple, and people don't do it. They catch it and shoot it like they got it, and it doesn't take that much time to do. So I'm going to show you a little bit of that, what we do, and the whole buildup of it. I'm going to show you the whole process. So by finding this, there's 3 things. You're reading the map as soon as you get it. Now, you can pass, you can dribble, whatever, but your hands are in this position, right, to be able to throw. Now, if you go to there, it's fine. So you read the map. Number 2, you hold the pizza, right? You hold the pizza. If you had a pizza and you went like this with your hands, right, like this, right? No video. Are you videoing it? Okay. You of all people. I'll do this for you personally. You don't have to video it. If you hold a pizza like this, what's going to happen? It's going down. You have to get the ball so that it can be, that you can get to the point so you can get arc on it. When you have the ball over your head in here, your elbow's out, but you can't possibly get early arc on it. You can't get early arc. Your head is going to stop it, and the ball's going that way. When you want it to go out of the phone booth, none of you know what that is, but going up in the air out of a phone booth, to get that early arch, you need early arch on it. So the only way you can do that is get to this position. So we had a great shooting expert come in this year to work with a couple of our players. And he works with Cade Cunningham. And John Townsend, he's out of Miami right now, out of D.C. And I've been talking about this with our guys with the Pistons. And the first thing he did was he had Cade Cunningham get to this position. Cade, what do you want to call that? And Cade says, I want to call that platform. And they called it platform. So what he's trying to do with every time he shoots, no matter how balanced he is, he's trying to get his platform. And that's, to me, that's holding the pizza. Right? So then you get to that point where you're there, so that's 2. So it's automatically read the map, hold the pizza. Now you are in a high-story building, and there's 10 stories. So now as you get to here, 1, 2, holding it, you're going to go up 7 of the 10 stories. And when you get to the 7th story, that's when you're going to finish and throw the ball out the window. So that's when you finish. Last 2 fingers touching the ball at the end. They're not the 2 longest fingers, like my ring is a little bit longer than my pointer, but because it's in the middle of the ball, it's the last 2 that are going to come down. Herbie McGee, one of the greatest shooting coaches of all time, Philadelphia University, just retired after 1,000 wins. He always taught these 2 fingers right over the rim all the time, and it makes you snap your hand down. So that's the part that, like when Cade was hurt, we just sat him in a chair, and I've done this all the time. John Townsend, this great shooting coach, just reaffirmed what I always believed and gave me new ideas, that this, just got people to do this over and over again, that they're there, they're not here. I'm going to answer some questions on this, just practicing this over and over again, and we're going to show Jordan Brink is going to help you with this again today. How about questions about all that? One thing that I mentioned, when you come to this, palms on the ball. It's fine. It's fine, right? Love the ball. Take it, and if you have your palm and your whole hand down the ball, you can get to, if you're like this, you can't move it. Just let it slide. You're not going to shoot it with your palm. You're going to get it to here, and watch what happens with the palm as I lift. It comes right off, and there, you can see where I'm shooting it. As soon as you lift, that ball comes up, and you don't shoot it with your palm, but you hold it with your palm. You watch almost every shooter, that ball, that palm is dug in there, relaxed, and then they're going up. How about questions about anything like that? About shooting. So the other common question will say, I got a guy whose elbow is out. You probably have that guy, and you're trying to get him, I got to get his elbow in. His elbow might not come in. We all are anatomically different, and his elbows might be here. So anybody know what you do? He's got his elbow out. You just move him to 11 o'clock. You take him, and he's at 11 o'clock, and now that elbow that out is right here. Larry Bird played his whole pro and college game at 11 o'clock. Kevin Durant plays at 11 o'clock. And guys are foul shooters. You know, you got a foul shooter that's always short. Just go to 11 o'clock, and now he's 2 inches closer. He's 2 inches closer. He's like right here. He's not here. He's right here, and maybe he won't be short anymore. Yep.
So is it wrong to teach feet squared, shoulders?
No, it's not wrong to teach it. But if they go to 11 o'clock or a lefty to 10 o'clock and it's good, doesn't mean you have to change it. Actually, when you try to do a show and go move and you try to go like this and then pick it up and go, it's a lot harder than going like this and sliding sideways. That's really easy to do. Or you're this way and you're going to go left, you're already halfway there. So, I mean, if anybody watched Xavier Simpson play for us, Captain Hook, that he was not a good shooter coming in, and we had him at the foul line, I mean, like this, and going straight up. But now his elbow is underneath him because we had changed his shoulder there. Yes?
How about coming off the catch, depending on where you are in the court, right to left or left right?
Oh, that's good. That's coming in a second, man, because there's 3 things on that. So elbow out, don't worry about it. Just moving to 11 o'clock a little bit, especially if it's anatomically not right. Yes? Huh? All right, a thumb. I love it. Come on, man. I forgot the thumb. The thumb is so key in this. Take your thumb. Show me your hand. Make an L with your thumb. Try and snap your wrist. Hard. Make a J with your thumb. Snap your wrist. Easy. So you'll see a guy with that spread hand that we used to teach, or to get a bear claw, like, shoot, don't put the ball in your palm. Make it a bear claw. Move your wrist. Go ahead. Move your wrist. You can't do it. Make it soft. J, relaxed. Move your wrist. So, and you'll see that all the time. Imagine this. If the thumb is out, these 4 fingers are going this way, the thumb is going that way. But if your thumb is a J, they're all going the same way. So you just want a comfortable J in there, not an L. And there's some great shooters that shoot all fingertips, and you know it's taken them years of doing it over and over again. If you're teaching shooting, or you see it, those are some keys just with grabbing the ball. Okay? Anything else? Yes.
What about the guide hand?
All right. So the guide hand is you get it. That's what I always moved first. When I find the middle, I find this T with my left palm. So as soon as I would catch it, I find that T and then move my hand into position. And then it is here. Now we're bringing it up, and we're bringing it up this way, and now it is just touching so that you can follow through right from there. Now you'll see some people with a little bit of a Superman. It's okay, but you want them right here so that they shoot through it. A good way to practice this is, first of all, and we just did it. Wait till you see Cade Cunningham shoot the ball next year. Whew. That we just we'd start him like this. I've actually done this for years. This is a camp thing. You just keep shooting it, and then all of a sudden, you put your hand here. It doesn't touch the ball, and now you get used to it over and over again. And then you lightly touch the ball, and then bang, then you get into spin on it. So the guide hand is right on that tee right there. So, and people will go Superman a little bit. Or, God, I went to watch my grandson play, and he followed through, and his left hand, his right hand, his left hand was here. I said, damn, his Poppy's a coach. And he hadn't teeth to get. We had to go right to the gym and figure that out. So, you understand that. So now I'm going to show you, Jordan, right? We're going to show you a little bit how we practice this. Well, we got to go over the footwork, don't we? Yeah. So with the footwork, yes, there's really four kinds of shooting. It's really 3.5 because the pogo, I call it the 2-1 and the 1-2. So you ready? I did a study with the Pistons, 1,500 shots, and people shot 40% from three this way, 30% this way, and like 32 or 33. Then I started doing it again this year, about 500 or 600 shots. It was the same numbers. I said, I'm not doing this because I had to study every catch, how they did with their footwork. So in their footwork, just come right over here. Jordan, you be right here. Throw him the ball over here, point guard. And I don't need you just yet. So first of all, what we do, the first drill we do, I talked to Greg Gard at Wisconsin. I said, Greg, when I left Michigan, you don't share secrets in the Big Ten and coaching, but I said, now you tell me, what's the first thing you do first day of practice for a freshman? He says, catch the ball with 2 hands and 2 feet. 2 hands and 2 feet. So this will lead into it. Just throw him the ball. Don't shoot it yet. Catch the ball with 2 hands and 2 feet. Jump a little bit and then step with your right hand. Step with your right hand and step and go. Right? So that's normal. So when we are playing basketball, that's the way you play. You should catch the ball the same way when you're going to shoot. So now when he catches the ball, and when he gets the ball this time, right, I just want you to throw the ball to him with bad spin, and he's got to figure it out, and he's going to use, to start out with, this is what I suggest if you were starting out, a 2-1 approach, where he actually catches the ball on 2 feet and immediately steps in. And you'll see the difference. He catches it on 2 feet and immediately steps in. So, and he's going to fix, what happens when he catches the ball, there's a string from his elbow to his knee. As he comes up, when that foot hits, you're loaded. If you come forward and you're not loaded, you're going to have a jerky. This thing is loaded, so when that foot hits, bang, you don't have to bend your knees, you don't have to do anything, you're already flexed. If I say to somebody, go just jump in the air, you can walk and just jump in the air. You don't need to walk, bend and jump in the air. The bend is not good. Just, you're already an athlete. So he's going to throw it to him, and he's going to catch it in a 2 feet on the floor to 1 step. And just show it with good spin to start. And he'll find the spin, 2 feet, and go. Last night, who's the guy from Colorado again? Derek White hit a huge shot. He was doing what you were talking about. He was here. He was freaking here. And he's running like that. Jordan's got the ball. Throw Jordan the ball. He's running here. He throw it to him, and he did bang, bang. Kevin Herter does it like crazy. They sneak that foot. They don't go inside foot. And I'll show you why. You got to go inside foot sometimes. But he just now throw it to him with bad spin, and he's got to do the same thing. Bang. And by catching it with this back foot down, it gives him great balance going forward. It gives him ability to touch and go. And that's 2-1. Get load up a little bit more. He's loaded. And the ball's in the air. It's a hop and a go, or just a catch with your foot down. Having that second foot down is so small, and I didn't even notice it till I started charting Klay Thompson, right? Looking at all the Bogdanoviches, watching them, Alec Burke, watching these guys shoot. Now, the 1-2 is what people see both as different. It's not. 1-2, you're catching the ball with this foot in the air and then putting the foot down. And that one was the lowest percentage shot, where you're catching the ball, you're jumping on it, and you're going up. Do that. That's right. You over-exaggerated, but just, you don't have to over-exaggerate. Just go like that, bang. So what, you watch, when he catches it, the right foot is in the air going forward. That is the lowest percentage shot out of 1,500 shots. It happens. It's going to happen. Come over here. Take the ball, come off the screen, and now he comes off, and now he's running to him, and he's going to go bang, bang. That's the one time that you're going to use it and on the run. And that's how we all learned to shoot back in the day, because everything was motion. Everybody's running around, coming off screens, ball doesn't stop, don't stop moving. Now we got dudes that stand in the corner the whole time. They stand up on top the whole time. They should be standing up there like just loaded up, just moving around, loaded up, keeping their right foot back all the time. So that's 1, 2. Last one is pogo. Remember the pogo sticks. He's going to catch it with 2 feet, right, and go right up with it. And this is perfectly fine. This was like 33%, but for guys like, I'm trying to think who did it the other day. There's some great NBA shooters that are all, Jaylen Brown is all pogo. There was somebody else that just knows the other day it was all pogo. And it's another way to shoot. That's the hardest, because look at the time difference for him to find the seams. Throw him bad seams, and he's got to figure out and still get good seams. See, he's hard to do. It's hard to do. He's still got to move your hands once. Move your hands once, Jordan. Move your hands. Boom. And he gets there. So that's the other one. And then when I said 3.5, it's the one where you're running away. So those are the way. So we're going to teach this with the gun for a little bit right now, and then I'll put them on the move. By the way, this gun thing is just amazing. It's Karis LeVert, who was a 2-star player. He is an NBA player making a lot of money, very successful with the Cleveland Cavaliers because of that machine right there. He spent the whole summer just shooting with that machine. We weren't allowed to watch him because it was not during the season, and the gym is here. I can't see the gym. But there's a door right underneath me. And at noon every day, I hear this knock on the door. I'd look out. There was Jimmy Johns delivering his sub, because he was going to shoot in the morning, eat lunch, lift weights, and then shoot again. He wasn't going anywhere. Jimmy Johns was showing up on that back door for him to shoot. So all we're going to do is let's see how these guys adapt to it. I don't want you 2 guys to change anything. Are you left-handed? All right, are you right-handed? So all I wanted to do is let's shoot it, and the next guy come from straight away. Yep. I just want to watch you guys shoot it and see what you do. We're going to get a pass from them. Oh, you're going to get a pass first? Okay. I don't mind if it's coming straight out to them. Actually, can you go straight to them? Throw it straight to them, because I just want them to work on their footwork right now. Oh, we were going to do form. Oh, we were going to do form shooting. We're going to do this in a second. We're going to do form shooting in a second. Just shoot it, Jordan. Now, Jordan's more of a 1-2 guy coming in. He's All-American at Calvin College in Division III. He could have played for me at Michigan. We just didn't meet each other until we were with the Pistons. Like I told you, a star young coach. And I'll just tell you what they are. Right? He's a 2-1. He just touched and went. He was a sort of a 2-1. He touched and went. Jordan was a 1-2. That's a 2-1. He caught it with his left foot back. That's what was a 1-2. He had one foot in the air. That was a pogo. All right, so what I want you all to do right now is go 2-1. You're open, right? Just shut up for a second. Oh yeah, you're open, and you're not going to do all this stuff at the end. You're loaded. You're loaded, and you're going one more, but you're loaded. You catch, and you go, and you're going to catch the ball with your back foot still down. Say one more. You're calling it. One more. Good. Come on, I didn't hear you. How's he going to throw it? You make sure your back foot is still down when you catch it. That's it. Quick. Hands up, and your hand. You should be showing your hands. Big difference if you show your hands to the guy, you're ready. And by saying one more, you are giving yourself, this is big, you're going to think I'm damn crazy. By saying one more, you're giving yourself permission to shoot. Duncan Robinson, one of the greatest shooters I've ever seen in my life, right? I told him, he was always, when he first came to Division III to Michigan, he was always looking for permission to shoot. I said, hunt the shot and then say no. Don't try, get the shot and think, should I shoot this or not? Hunt it and turn it down. Don't ask for permission. All right, let's do pogo. Everybody jump in on a pogo. Ready? And I'm not saying it's the right way for anybody. I'm just saying you're going to have guys doing, and then the pogo, you got to be careful that the guys, well, hold on a second. The guy, like Jaylen Brown does this, but I think the heels have to hit at some point. So it should, the jump should be heels, toe, and up on it to just ground you and give you bases. Go. It's very quick. It doesn't necessarily get you the best spin. You can see that, you guys can't see it, but the spin here is very erratic, but the ball's going in. Now, that's it. You got to jump a little earlier. Jump in when the ball's in the air. That's it right there. That's a pogo. All right, now let's get a passer in, right? No, next, right? We want you to, let's get a passer. Let's get a passer. Now you're coming down in a fast break, and he's got the ball, and you're filling in, and the tendency is to run into that shot and not have your right foot back. I like guys to gallop in and call one more, but you'll have this. Just watch the number of times the guys catch it like that. Yeah, there's great shooters that make that, but I want them to have balance. So let's come in and shoot 1-2s off this, like you're running in, and you're going to catch it with your right foot in the air and just go right up and shoot. 1-2. Ready? That's it. Great spin. Great spin. Good. Just move it. I guess you can move it, get a little bit more seconds in it. Well, he did 2-1, didn't he? Yeah. You want your left foot, your right foot in the air. See how his right foot's in the air? That's it. 2-1. But that's okay. You don't have to change. That's how you shoot it. So these guys are all shooting at 2-1. But you may have a guy, pogos, shoot some pogos. Shoot threes. Bang. Good. That's it. Good. He went 1-2 again. Okay, that was a little bit different. All right, hold on for a second. So I'm trying to show you the difference because and we'll go to this in a second. What I'm going to do now is going to show, this is the last two with this. You guys are going to come over here, and no, let's start here. The easiest, have the pass come here. And now you guys are going to come over on the run, and I'm going to have you do 1-2s and load-ups. So you're going to come over here on the one more, and it's bang, bang, and you're going to come over going one more and go bang, bang. So we're going to do 2-1s on the move, and then the opposite one. So we got some inside foot, and then we got some load-ups. Ready? Pass coming there. Let's do 2-1s. Load up. You're coming in, loading up. He's loaded. Bang. There's not, you'd say, oh, it's too slow. That was a 1-2. That was an inside foot. That's a load up. Good. And you see he did the opposite load up. That's a load up, a 2-1, and that's a pogo. He's loading up. One more, Jordan. All right, now, Jordan, let's fly off there now and do 1-2s. Catch you inside foot, Kyle Korver, bang. That's how we all learn how to shoot, just like that. And that is, it's difficult to guard, and it's the most difficult shot to make. But people can do this. What I'm saying is, when you have time and space, the way the game is played, that people, because they run you out and they lock you up. Jordan, what do we call when we top lock? When we top lock people, we were the best at 5-4, 5-3 wide pin downs. People started top locking us, we lost it. So we're practicing all this I call that runaway shooting. we didn't get it in games anymore. People wouldn't let you do it, and it was more spot up. So that's when we came to this idea. All right, let's go. How do we become a better shooter? Jordan, let's go down here with the ball, and I want somebody to come down there with him with one of the beeline balls. So every day in practice, we come out, and there's there would be 4 guys stretching, right? So it would be 12 minutes. So there'd be probably 5 guys stretching. Now we had great baskets. We had 6 baskets. 5 guys stretching, right? 5 guys doing some type of act of mobility stretching, moving, defensive slides, just slow, and then 5 guys doing form shooting. So the form shooting was this, and it would take 4 minutes. I'm telling you, we're playing the national championship game the next day. We're doing this in our 12-minute warm-up. So all he's doing is he's right here, and a manager or someone was with him.
That's a girl's ball.
And he's just shooting right from here, and he's banking the ball off, and would you just catch it when it comes down, throw him the ball, and he just shoots it off the backboard. He's not trying to make it. He's just trying to get the right spin, the quickness, the string where it's going to go up, and he's just shooting it off, all right? Just one ball. Ready? Just one ball.
My platform or regular?
Just regular 2-1 jump shots, right? He's just doing this. You guys catch it and throw it right back to him. Move back a little bit, Jordan. And he's just looking at his spin the whole time, and he holds his hand up until the ball hits the backboard. He holds his hands up. All right, so he does 5 of those. Now he ends up going on the move. Same thing. Starts over here. Now he's going to go on the move. You throw him the pass, 2-1 or inside foot, whatever his shooting mechanism was. Pogo, he's coming off, and he's not trying to make it. He's just trying to work at holding his follow through till the ball hits the backboard. All right, now go the other side. Now he's going to go this way, and he's going to go, whether he's going inside foot, do everything. All right, he went inside foot. All right, now do a load up with a 2-1. Right, now do a pogo. But he's not doing all of these. He's just, right, you could have guys doing all different things. Immediately, he does 8 of those. He goes right to bank shots. We shoot bank shots first, because if you can bank the ball in without hitting the rim, you probably have the right arch. Now, we have Noah's Ark, and we got all this stuff with it, but when you don't have any money like that to have Noah's Ark, you end up using the backboard to see if you have right arc. So he's going to make, today we're going to abbreviate it. Usually it's 4 at every spot, right? It's all you're going to do is feed him, and the passes, you feed him from underneath. And he's just going to make 4 right there using his footwork. Let's use 2-1 all the time right now, for just right now, and we'll change it up. So he's just working at same thing. He holds his hand up. We're going to make 2 at each spot. Bang, that's it, good. Now he goes on the move. He touches the baseline and shoots the same shot. Just touch the baseline, bang, and now he's doing the same shot over and over. And this takes 4 minutes to do all these shots. Good. Let's say he makes one more. Make one more. Good. Now he shoots. He makes 2 right in the middle, and then 2 going side to side. Now he's trying to actually make shots, but he's shooting the same way he just did. Same way he just did. All right, now go elbow to elbow. Now he's going to go moving. He's moving elbow to elbow. Now he's shooting on the move, because you got to work at that type of thing, that you're on the move, right? Then he goes over. He's made 2. Now you go over and make bank shots. Make 1 bank shot and 1 coming off the baseline. And it's over. And so that's how we would start. It takes less than 4 minutes. And they all get it done, and then they move to stretching, to the other stretching, and everybody gets it in. Now we're ready to shoot. Now we're in those 30 minutes where we become a really good shooting team. So you all know who Hubie Brown is. He invented, I think, this 2-ball shooting drill that I've used for years, and nobody had seen it before Hubie did it like at 5-star. So you got a passer, you got a rebounder, and you got Jordan the shooter. So you've all done this drill. And so then we do 15-foot Hubies, and now they're going all the way over and all the way back. We don't measure this one. This is still about finding your rhythm and your space. So we have 90 seconds on the clock, and he's going to shoot for 30 seconds. I'm sorry, you got 30 on the clock because it's just him. And he's 90 because all three of them are. The next guy jumps in, all of them do it. So, but this drill is not just a shooting drill. It is a rebounding drill. That when he ends up shooting it, you are always opposite him. You check. You don't box out like this. You don't do this. You check, and if a guy was coming, you chuck him and go, or he's not coming, you turn. You go with your hands up. You go get the rebound with 2 hands, 2 feet. Even if it goes through, you go over here and get the ball, 2 hands, 2 feet, and throw it to him. All right? You every time the ball sees you, give him the ball. Don't shoot it. Every time the ball sees you, you are breaking open. You're breaking open to get open. You're going to hit him in the outside hand. Led the country and not turn it over. Right? We're going to throw it to the outside hand. I'm going to catch it with 2 hands, 2 feet, and immediately I got a hot foot. I'm boss with the ball. I'm boss with the ball immediately. And then I hit him. And then it's a shooting drill. I see this. Guys are over here not rebound with one hand. This guy's throwing bullshit passes. This is a shooting drill, a passing drill, and a rebounding drill. So we're going to do 30 seconds. I want you to try and get all the way around, all the way back. You keep moving away from him so you can throw a pass. You work your ass off rebounding. Ready? Here we go. I'll start right now at 45. Ready? Go, go, go. Throw it to him. Go. And he's using a 2-1 right now. That's it. Work at rebounding. Get your hands up. That's it. 2 hands, 2 feet with everybody. Go. 2 hands, 2 feet. Good. Pivot. That's it. And we started at 45. All right. You got that's 20. That's right. 10 seconds. Sit. Coming back. Good. Good. Very boss with the ball. You're boss with the ball. Right. You're rebounding everything. You check and go off and time. All right. So that then immediately he goes to the passer. You become the shooter. You go be the rebounder. And we do it for 90 seconds, and everybody did it. And they're trying to make 20 as a team in 90 seconds. So that's the Hubie. All right, now we're getting into it. Now we'll immediately go, at that point, to 3-point Hubies. So same drill, Jordan. Now we're going to do this for 30 seconds. Now he's just trying to get, he's got to get 10 shots off, and we're trying to get 7 out of 10. We think that when the guys are in the gym themselves shooting threes, 70% should be what they should shoot, 70%. So if he doesn't make it, he will jog to half court and back. I know he didn't make it. And I was, at the end of the day, that's all I know is our manager said Jordan was 3 for 3 today in shooting. Because we do 3 of these different drills every day that measure it. And we'll just know. We're not charting. He was over 3 or he's 3 for 3. Duncan Robinson, Jordan Poole, they were always like 3 for 3. Right? You ready? So now he's going to gradually move. And in 30 seconds, Jordan, you're trying to get all the way around, all the way back. Okay? And you're trying to make 7. And go. That's it. And these guys are still working at their rebounding. There's, right? Does he make the first one? 1 for 2? All right. 0 for 3. Right? 1 for 4. 2 for 5. 2 for 6. 3 for 7. 4 for 8. And everybody's working there. 5 for 9. 5 for 10. 6 for 11. All right, and good. He was like 5 for 11, but 7 for 10. So jog to half court. Jordan, jog to half court. I look around. Who didn't make it? And these guys are jogging over there to half court. So a really, really simple drill to do. Next, we would go. Now we're into our 3-point shooting, and we might have done skill development. We do skill development later on. Now we're going to do a drill, and I'm going to have these 2 guys do it called money ball. You do it for 2 minutes. You're trying to get 22 points. So it gets guys to drive. You watched Jimmy Butler last night. You watched Jalen Brunson. They get 2 feet in the paint, land on 2 with balance, and then find people. So what this is going to be is you're going to shoot 3 threes. You're going to shoot 3 threes. On the when you get the ball the 4th time, you're going to pass on the ball, relocate. It's really important that you know how to relocate to open areas. He's going to get 2 feet in the paint, have an act, and find you. That shot's worth 3 points. These are all worth 1. So if you hit the kick out, you shoot that shot, 2 more. On your 4th attempt to shot, you drive in the lane, you relocate. So it's called money ball. You're trying to get 22, right? Or trying to get 22 points in 2 minutes. Okay, he's out. Okay? Are we ready? Wait till it gets 29-0. And we'll go 1 minute and see if we can get 11 points. Ready? Go. Hey, watch the shot, rebounder. Don't look down. Read the rim. Read the rim. There you go. That's it. Keep moving around a little bit. Nice. All right, now money ball. Yell money ball. Go. Relocate. Have an act. Find them. And this is worth 3 points. Jordan, you're going to keep score? Good. Good. Here you go. One more shot. That's it. One more shot. I'm sorry. One more. And now you're going to drive it. Right? Now you're going to drive it. He's got to relocate somewhere. You got to find him. And now this is worth 3 points. Yes. Every shot. There's one. Okay. One more. You got 2 more shots. Got a nice arch. Good. One more shot. Relocate. Bang. 10 seconds. All right, let's hit this money ball to end it. Let's go. Hit this money ball. Go. Relocate. Good 2-1 footwork. And bang. I don't know what, that's enough. I don't know what, did you count it, Jordan? Yeah, I don't think it was good. They only hit one money ball. They got to hit money balls. But whenever you're trying to shoot, like we do all individual shooting, if you want to get passing to be better, right, then you time them up and you put 2 guys that don't like each other and put them in the same drill, and you're going to know whether they win or lose, and all of a sudden they'll like each other a little bit more if there's a penalty to go either way. Okay? Jordan, what do I have next? All right, so this is the number 1 drill that I love of any shooting drill. It's a 3-point drill. It's competitive. Duncan Robinson once made 82 out of 87 threes in this drill. Nick Stauskas made, I think, 78 out of 85 in this drill. And it is tough. I mean, we do it with some of our Pistons. Some of them aren't so crazy about doing it because it's hard. And you got to make tough shots. And you got to change your depth. The worst thing you can do, I think, in practicing shooting, and a lot of teams do it, and my teams did it, is shoot from one spot and now change your depth. How many times do you get the same shot? And, well, I'm going to make 10 in a row from this spot. I don't think that's productive. I like when you shoot 1, 2, maybe 3, then shoot from 15, then relocate. That's what the game is like. It's not about getting the same shot twice. I think D'Angelo Russell got the same shot twice today in the corner. 2 kickouts, he missed them both, exact same shot. Very rarely happens. So, the genesis of this, Bryce Drew, the great coach at Grand Canyon, he's been at Vanderbilt, he's been at Valpo. I'm at Canisius, we're playing against him, and I hear he's doing this drill every day after practice. He got 1 ball, 1 rebounder, he makes 100 threes in 10 minutes. Well, I wanted more guys to do it, so we changed to a 5-minute drill. This was the standard. If you wanted to shoot threes at Michigan, West Virginia, Richmond, Canisius, you had to make 50 and 5, or at 50 and 5 became too easy. Why? Because we were always using that ball you're all going to buy later on tonight. Another joke. And so we had to change it to 60 and 5. In the NBA, we had 55 in 5 because it's a longer distance. They can't get as many shots up. They only get about probably 78 shots up. So you want to get 17 shots up a minute, 12 for 17, times 5 equals 60. 12 times 5 equals 60, right? Am I right? Yes. So here's what happens. You 2 are going to shoot it out. This guy that's 1 ball, 1 rebound, you can do it with 2 balls like the Hubies. Then it's a 4-minute drill, but that's an ass kicker too. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to show you this one because this guy's got this. Put 2 guys in a basket. Put your best shooter as the rebounder, so he's rebounding for 5 straight minutes. Now we're only going to do it for 2 minutes now. Then he's going to become the shooter the next 5 minutes, and he's tired. So he shoots a 3. He shoots another 3. He shoots another 3. Then he steps in and shoots a 15-footer. Then he goes back and shoots another 3, and that 3-to-1 ratio. With your big kids, you can do 2-to-2 ratio. And the goal is 2 goals. You got to get like 84 shots off. You you don't have time in a game. You got 84 shots off, and you got to go 60 for 84 or better. And like I said, Duncan went 82 for 87 at the college line, not the pro line. He could, and a ton of guys have gotten 70, but I've never seen anybody break the 80 mark, which was incredible. So, right, you ready? So we're going to go for we'll go for 2 minutes. You ready to shoot for 2 straight minutes? You ready for rebound for 2 minutes? What's your name shooting? What is it? Anthony. Rob and Anthony. All right, let's watch Anthony shoot it. Now, Rob, Jordan's going to have an extra ball in the event we get a long rebound that goes over there because it'll screw up the clock. But his goal right now is, Coach, can you keep track of the shots he takes and the shots he makes? Can you do that? All right, ready, Anthony? Ready? And go. But Rob's got to work at rebound. He's got to read the rim. He's always reading the shot. So there's from outside, right? From outside, right? From outside. Now he's got to move into 15 feet. Shoot it. And now everything changes because now he's got to recalibrate again. And he does this for 5 straight minutes, trying to get his shots. He wants to go from corner to, you got to get to each corner within a minute. So get each corner. Oh, I didn't watch the clock. Who had the clock? Did somebody have it? Did you have the clock too? Sit. So as our guys, when you got to change that depth level twice in a row, go in, then come back out, it's a game changer for them to make shots in games. Where is he in minutes and shots? Where is he in minutes and shots? 211. And where is he with minutes? All right, you got to get 17 shots off. We're not getting enough shots off, of course, because you're missing a lot, so they're longer rebounds, so you're not going to get shots off. All right, now, Anthony, I think you're a pretty good shooter. Let's hold on. Let's hold on. We'll give, is it Rob? We'll give Rob a shot. Look at Anthony, turn around. You just shot, look at you. You just shot for 1 minute, right? Yeah. You're a little tired right now, aren't you?
Rebounding, tired.
Yeah. So let's see how Rob does. We'll start the clock right, and he's going to try and get 17 shots off. It's just as important to get 17 shots off as it is to make 12. But you do it for 5 minutes. We're just doing it for 1. We're going to start at 21:30. Anthony, you got a rebound now. Go. 0 for 1. Coach, yell out what he is. He's using some 2-1 footwork, isn't he? Now he did a pogo. He's at 30 seconds and he's only going to get 14 shots off. We're not getting it quick enough. You got to get it and release it. Come on, it's got to be quick. Bang. You got to shoot quick. Did we? Yeah. Come on. You got 15 seconds to get some more shots off. Eight seconds. 8:14. Good. 9:15. And time. He got 16 shots off. So that the highest he could get now, 16 times 5 is, I don't know what it is, 80, right? I guess you'd be close. But he's 16 times. He made how many shots? He made 10, so he would have got to 50. And the goal, probably high school's 50 is a good number. So any questions about that at all? But that, huh? I call it 50 and 5, but now it's 60 and 5. So it's one thing you can put everybody on the same. So here is the deal. Everybody on our team, big men and everything. I didn't say, all right, let's work at your shooting this summer, and we'll see how you shoot it next year. I will say, they know that drill. They're on their own. You want to shoot threes this year? You got to be able to make that. So it puts ownership on them. I'm not training them, and now they're self-starters. They're getting it done. So all of a sudden we come in, and it's September 1, and they're shooting on their own, and we don't even do it yet. Practice starts October 1. We start September, the testing. They got to do it. If they can't do it by October 1, they run sprints every day at the end, And then every 3 days we'll test them again. By the first game, they can't make it, they don't shoot threes. We never had a guy, maybe one guy, each year that couldn't shoot threes. They all eventually got there. And when they get it, it's like, but they've been through this course, self-taught course of pushing through when it's hard, and especially when they're tired. Okay? So those are a few drills that we would do often in practice. So I think we're going back to the gun? Yeah. Okay. So any questions? I want to clear up one other thing. That the 2-1, and if you watch P.J. Tucker the other day, if you start doing this here, you're going to step out of bounds. So in those shooting drills, we would have the 2-1 guys. It's wide, bang. Ball, 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 wide, bang. Same thing on the other side. If I was on the other side, I'm not going to change feet. I'm going to go right, wide and bang, so that I have the 2 and then the 1, and it's going up. So it's always the same. So that just takes, you tell them to go to the wider step, not the wider, but the wider step. We're out here, whether they're galloping or not, or they're loading up, they're going to be more in back. Over there, they're going to load up wide and come here. And it takes practice, but they do it. It becomes a natural flow for them. All right, Jordan, what do we got first there? Okay, ready? What do you got? They know it? All right, they're going to do pin downs? Okay. This machine allows you to do so many things that you couldn't do, especially if you got 6 or 7 guys, and maybe down at this end, you got your coaches, or you are, right, doing your defensive shell, and then these guys are getting all these shots up, right, and they're getting them over and over again, the little pin-aways here for each other, right, and coming off, and you see how he's stepping through with his pivot? And you pick out, right? Let's take you with the good Michigan. Is that a Michigan hat with that block hem?
It's the school, but it's based on.
That's good. All right. You're going to tell me what their footwork is. Come on, tell me. What's this guy's footwork? 2-1, because he caught it with his right foot down. Load, which is the same as a 2-1. Go. See, it's a 2-1 there. He did a 2-1. He caught it with the ball with both feet. That's a 2-1. So you see, it's pretty natural for people, but you may say, man, just step in. Or I think there's some coaches that actually teach this and go in. If you teach it enough, I guess it would work. But you got 180 pounds going this way, and now you're going to go straight up, and I think it leads you to push it that way. Where if you get 180 pounds here and then step in, you're going to go more that way. So I would say, right, if I was using this, and we used it more for them to practice, not during our practice, because like I said, we had 6 baskets. We had 17 managers at Michigan. Every one was a human gun. So we didn't need it as much. But after practice was over, the guns came out, because the managers probably had to go to class and get the good grades. And these guys would get on on the gun.
How many guns do y'all have?
Pistons, we had 2. We have 2. Michigan, we had 1. Okay? I mean, it's a great tool. We good with that?
Yeah, they don't have to have other players, so we can't do your 3-on-2 and stuff. It's just these 3.
Oh, I thought they were coming out now. Okay. All right. So I'm almost done now anyhow. So how about any questions about any of that? I got some other things with pivoting. I got some other things with the other guys left, so I guess I was going to do some transition stuff, but I can talk about pivoting, or I can just answer your questions and everybody's done. Anything else about the whole shooting thing? Please ask questions. Yes, sir.
What's your best competitive three-point shooting drill when you only have 2 baskets?
I think it's Randy Mack is the most competitive one. Can I get coaches? Can I get you guys? I want you guys, Jordan. I'm gonna need the coaches. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. I need 7 guys and 6 balls. 7 guys. So Randolph Macon, when I was at Richmond, I watched Michael Rhodes do this. He's a coach at VCU now. Do this drill. So I called it Randy Mack shooting. So you got 2 baskets. You need 7 guys to make it work pretty well. But everybody's got a basketball except Jordan. Start right here. You don't have a basketball. And we did all kinds of improvisations from this. We got equal lines, 4 in one line. We got 6 guys. Can I get a coach that can shoot a little bit? A coach that wants to shoot? Come on, man. Come on. Let's go. We bring them in out of the crowd. I need 7 guys. That's all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need 1 more. Who we got? Come on, girl. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. I need 7. 7. Here, you get the beeline ball here. Here you go. There you go. There you go. All right. So put. Everybody's got a ball. We got 3 guys with the ball over there. 3 guys with the ball over here. Jordan, you're right here without a ball. All right. So first of all, in cutting, you watch guys cut to get open, and they can't like jump and go. They're saying anything. I used to go watch Michigan's football practice. How does a wide receiver get off like a clutch and grab a little bit? How do they cut? And I said, what's the science? Because I used to say a clock. Step on 2, step over 10. Because they don't know how to cut. They jump, give themselves away. A slow dude like me can beat you with just a cut. And kids can't cut. That's another thing we do the first day of practices is learn how to cut. That this is one that is a 1, 2. When this hits, this is in the air. When this hits, you can't go back door, you can't get open. So Jordan's going to stick his foot in the ground and go shoot a 3 from the top of the key. You're going to pass. Jordan's going to go get his own rebound, right? You're going to give up your ball. As soon as you give it up, you are hitting him who's coming up. And you just go get your own ball and go to the other line, all right? But let's shoot let's start by shooting walk-in 3s, like we're coming in a walk-in. So it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Ready? Ready? Go. Bang. All right. No. And you guys are ready right away. All right. So then, right away, coach, you're ready to throw that next one. Ready? Here you go. All right. Ready? Good. Good. And you go back to that other line. So you could go like this basket against that basket right away. That basket against that basket. Who's going to make the most? You got 6 balls going. They're all going to get off the other line. And you could do, all right, let's do runaways. Everybody start on the wing and come off a pin down. Everybody starts on the wing. Jordan started again. Come off a pin down, and he's throwing it to you there. Good. Come off a pin down, coach. Pin down. Here you go. This one's a little bit slower, and it's more realistic. Everybody now shot fake and drive it in the lane. Shoot a pull-up. Shot fake, shoot a pull-up. That's it. Next, go. Shot fake. That's it. That's it. Shot fake and go opposite. That's it. That's it. Shot fake, get in the lane, fake, and then shoot it again. In the lane. Okay, you can slant to the side. You can do all kinds of things out of that. All right? So that's Randy Mack. Here's another one. We will put, there's 6 guys, I only need 6 people on this one. 3 on the outside, 3 shooters underneath. Or 3 rebounders underneath. There's 4 balls. 4 balls, 3 rebounders, 3 shooters. Go right in the corner, out at the top over here. So there's just 4 balls. So these guys are going to every rebound. So this is like our pregame routine, pregame day shooting. We have the blue team down there, the maize team down here, and what they're going to do is go shoot against each other. And we shoot for 30 seconds, they rotate every 30 seconds. And they're trying to beat each other how many shots they can make. You can make 100 of these if you shoot it in, I think you get 100 shots off. I forget how it is. So all you guys are yelling. I want to hear one more coming out of 3 different spots. You guys just keep getting rebounds and give them the ball. At 30 seconds, we rotate counterclockwise. You're going to go here, you're going to go here, you're going to come up here, right? Let's also make the drill more or more difficult by every fourth shot's got to be a 15-footer. Then move back. Are we ready? Let's just shoot for 1 minute. Wait a second. At 50? I'm going to change you every 30 seconds. Ready? Go. One more. You talk. You had 4 balls, so you can keep it going. No more than 4. Keep getting balls. Get them shots. Get them shots. So you got at both ends, and they're keeping how many shots they get and what they shoot down there at the other end. And you got 5 seconds. And rotate, quick, rotate, keep going. And the count keeps going, and you got like a manager over here counting how many makes they get, how many makes they get. You got push-ups for the losing team when you're all done. But to answer, who asked the question? You got 2 baskets. This can get really competitive and good, and they get a lot of shots up. Keep moving in and out. And you got 10 seconds, and we're going to change. Now, I've coached at every level. There's always one dude that doesn't know clockwise or counterclockwise and goes the wrong way. And you're saying, what the hell? And he does it all year. Change. So, and then it's done, and everybody knows what they got. Okay? All right, good enough, good enough. So those are 2 really active drills you can do to keep it open. But it's got to be, I don't care if that team has to run to half court. I don't care if they run full court, right? Don't wait. All right, we're going to wait and see. All right, it's 2-1, it's 1-1, it's 4-1, it's 4-2. The scores always get mixed up. Immediate satisfaction or immediate semi-punishment that they feel, I got to do better than that. All right? And that keeps it clear. Another question. Yes, sir.
Coach, you mentioned release at, I think, 7 floors.
At 7 out of 10 floors.
Like, what is that?
So again, 10 stories in a building. You don't want to go up to the 10th floor and release. You go up to the 7th floor and then begin your release. So it's 3/4 up that you end up bringing your release and you snap it through. So just doing these drills here, like I would suggest every kid that you have them a ball at home, and without breaking any lamps or something, he should be just doing this over and over again. You know, do 100 of these. Like I said, on a game, on a day where we just, let's say we played, and we just played Sunday, then we played Wednesday, and now we're going to play again, right? We would have our players throw me a ball. This was a station for them, which they love this station. They'd sit here, they spin the ball on the ground, and shoot it to a manager. They dribble it, bring it up, shoot it to a manager. Bring it across their body, shoot it to a manager. I didn't want their leg stress, but I did want the familiarity of that action over and over again. Like I said, if they just spin the ball on the ground, right, boom, how do I get there? I don't look at it, I'm a little off, but just moving those hands relaxes it. Anything else? I was going to do some fast breaks, Joe's, but I can't because we don't have any other guys. Yes, sir.
So it's pretty natural to
Yep.
get the ball from the right. Now you're coming from the
That's a great point. Jordan, get 2 guys out here. Whenever you're doing these shooting drills, if we're to say, Jordan, get at the top. Rob, you're right here. You're the rebounder. That if we're doing some shooting drills, he's going to shoot, and he's got to make 10, right? This is how it would you shoot 5 and 5. But watch, at the end of 5, you're going to sprint over there. The balls, there's 2 things I'm going to teach you right now. It's a whole different thing with the ball coming here from there. It's a great question. So shoot 5. On the 5th one, you're sprinting to the other side. 3s, Jordan, 3s. 3s, yeah, go ahead. Ready? Shot 1, 2. And watch how it's different. He's loading up differently no matter what he does. Sprint over there. Get over there. Get over there. Get over there. Good. Bang. It's a completely different thing. You're going to get shots from both sides. Now, hold on. So you get that. The other thing you're going to get is you're going to get shake shots get out of the corner, and you're going to come off this ball screen. Come on out instead of ball screen. And I'm going to come off this ball screen, and he's rolling up, and I'm throwing the one-hand pass to him, or go ahead, roll up. He's rolling up, or I'm throwing a jump pass to him. If you got your guys seaming up if you're open in the corner, come here, ball. And like I said, we did all our weave drills with this so that we learned to spin the ball. A lot of guys don't even know how to do that. But if this guy's open and I catch it and I throw that shit, man, you're probably coming out of the game. But if this guy's open and I go like that, that's where you want it. But the truth is, where that guy might be open, the guy might get in the way, or you might have to penetrate, jump, and throw that one. You have to practice in shooting bad passes. They're not bad passes. Let's go with a bunch of one-handed passes. You just throw one-handers back to him, and he's coming up. Ready? Come off the ball screen. He's rising up. Throw him a one-hand pass. That is a completely different pass that he would ever get in a shooting drill. But he's got to do that. Let's do this. Get in the corner now. I want you to go in here, have an act, land on 2 feet, and throw a vault pass. Jump up with 2 hands, throw him a pass. You got a defender over here. So you can't hit him in the chest. You got to hit him so he has to reach for it. He has to shoot. They get right in the middle. So dream up your own drills, but both of you got a ball. Jump in, jump pass. Keep rebounding for us. Jump pass. Go back in line, get the ball. Ready? Go. Jump pass. Right? Show him a 2-1 slide over there. That's it. He's wide. He slides it. You got to talk over there. One more. And obviously I don't think, and good enough, I don't ever want to throw a bounce pass on the perimeter ever. I don't want to throw any bounce passes at all unless you're feeding the post or it's a 2-on-1 break and you either throw it down or you throw it up. You don't throw it flat. We want flat passes all the time or over the top. The bounce pass takes longer. It can get knocked down, and it's tough as hard to shoot, really tough to shoot. So we very, very rarely throw bounce passes. We want the ball there in a hurry. Huh? Yes, sir.
Shoot it off the dribble.
Oh, man. Yep. All right. Shooting off the dribble. 2 types of dribbles, right?
With your left hand more.
Stop getting ahead of me.
I know, I'm sorry.
That you got to watch your guys. The truth is, there's this banging up, which we all have taught. Banging up, it's got to be done sometimes. But when you can hang dribble, you get a lot more time to shoot it. So shoot just right hand, rise up. Just somebody rebound for Jordan. Jordan right at the top, right? Right hand, bang, right? He's just coming up, boom, it's quicker, right? He's coming up with it. He just dribbles hard, goes right into a shot. Now, Jordan, let's come in with your right hand and hang it, and then watch the difference. Now he's still going to shoot it quick. Boom. And now this hang, you can cross him, you do anything. He comes up, he shoot it. Now, most players are better with the left hand hang and bring it to the right hand than right hand hang if they're right-handed. Most players are better here. And what it does set up, going left hand hang, you bring it up, and he starts to rise, you got him with your crossover back to your strong hand. So watch him with a left, shoot left hand quick. Left hand quick. You can see he's good at it because he's a good shooter, a good player, but it's now let's go with some hangs. So he just hangs it there for a second, and now it has more time, easier to get his hands on the ball, find the seams, do everything. Let's go with a Johnny B here. Go with a hang, cross it over. Go up, eyes up, hang, boom. So you only need a move and a counter move. I'm watching the guys that got boom, 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 they got 5, 10, 20 moves. If you got a move, and if you can shoot and go right, or shoot and go right or left, what else you need? The guy can't guard more than 3 things. Speaking of that, closeouts, you're going to work on closeouts all the time. Long closeouts, and you're going to bitch at your guys because they can't guard. Nobody in the world can stop a guy from shooting, driving right, and shooting left in a long closeout. It ain't possible. You can't do it. What we taught is any skip pass, any long pass, we knew what direction we were sending him every time. And it usually was no baseline. Because that was the one time we said no baseline. Because as the skip pass was coming over, get right over here. Get over, Jordan, get right here. It's just impossible. All right, let's go to the skip pass. Go ahead. Rob, throw a skip pass to him. You're on defense there, Anthony. Get right here. You're in help defense. Skip pass. Quick. You got to close out on that. How's he going to stop a shot and a right and a left? So what he does is I'm in defense right here. I see this skip pass going, and you're going out, and I know you're sending him to me, and I'm here. And that's all I need to be is there. If I'm playing it straight up, and he's trying to, I don't know which way, he's going to send him to the middle. Because if he sends him to the baseline, there's probably a lot of people going to be open over there. And unless you got an incredible shot blocker. The other time is in the fast break too, right? We called it baseball. He's running the fast break. You're back, and you run, and I pitch it up to you, right? Everybody's coming up the floor, right? Come a little further. Come up a little further. You're running that way. And I throw it to him. Come back. I wasn't ready. We're yelling to you baseball, which means take the baseline away. Because where's the help? It's a fast break. There's nobody down there. So you're going to say, Coach wants me to send everything baseline, and you send them baseline, there's nobody home. But all the defense is you send them to the crowd on a fast break. So, boom, he's got it. You got to make him go back to the crowd and hoping that somebody else is getting back. But nobody's going to be below you there. Those are skip pass. The only time we sent a guy middle was skip pass or fast break. Is that it? Anything? You guys are tired, and again, I'm the last guy, and you're so goddamn thirsty right now, all you guys. And you know what? I guarantee you, none of them are as thirsty as I am right now either. So, again, KBA Sports has my basketball, and like I said, this is the new one. We think, where'd I put it? Where's the one with my name on it? That's it? So we found a new company in China. I'm having trouble with this. Is that too much, putting the name on there? Is that too much? You like it? Huh? You like it on the vertical? How many like this over the vertical one? Does it make a difference? You don't make a difference. You ain't buying this stuff anyhow. Oh, yeah. So, again, the gun, right, is huge for us. And if you can do one thing, right, to enhance your program, right, find a way, find donations to get one of those guys, because you'll have some Karis LeVerts out there that will absolutely change their game. The one thing that you got to be careful of is if that guy is shooting 2,000 shots a day, their feet aren't made to shoot 2,000. You got to monitor it a little bit, and he's got to take days off. He can't shoot 2,000 every day. God didn't make us to jump 2,000 times every day. So you just got to be a little kid careful in it. So, anything up in all this? So the 1-3-1, here I am hawking things. The 1-3-1 defense for the first time was talked about. Shooting was talking about. With all the money they're going to make now, he's buying a new house down in Naples, Florida. He's in good shape. And a drink. Okay? Thank you all very much. Have a good day.